Hello all and welcome to Astro Wheel of Fortune. So today I'm doing a reading for your October. So we've got 4 piles here today. I'm not going to do the 6 piles because I'm going to do 4 piles, but I'm going to go quite in depth. I have quite a few cards here to go through, finances, love. We're going to try and get in as much information as possible for each of the 4 piles. So we've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. So if you want to pause and see which pile you're attracted to, we've got 4 owls here. So there's a white owl, there's a kind of khaki green owl, we've got an orange owl, and a kind of gray purple owl here as well. So see whichever one you're attracted to, see whichever pile maybe you're attracted to. It doesn't have to be specifically the owl that you choose, but take your pick, and we're going to get started with pile number 1 for October. Now, pile 1, so let's get started with your October. What is coming up? So we've got all these tarot cards to get into more detail, but we're going to start out with the oracle cards. So the oracle cards you got were Guest of Honor. You've also got Deep Dark Sea Mermaid, find solutions in unknown places in the darkness. And we've also got Ground and Center. Okay, so let's put these cards here. Okay, pile 1. So first of all, let's get started with the Guest of Honor card. So I'm actually going to read from the book from this oracle deck. This is Divine Circus Oracle deck. So I just think the explanations for these cards can be very good and very specific. And we'll go from there. So let me get into it. So Guest of Honor, number 22. So it says, have you ever felt like you were on the outside, looking in, maybe like everyone else has found their place, really belonging to someone or something, having set themselves up for life, with you still working out how to just get past the security guards at the front gate? Is it time for your outsider status to change? You are invited into the inner circle. So there is this energy of you stepping into, to me, what this is standing out as is maybe you guys have thought of yourself as not worthy of something for a very long time. You have thought of yourself as someone who will never have this certain thing. Now, this could be a job, this could be a person or a type of relationship, but you for a very long time felt like you were never going to have it. You were never going to have the type of job that you want, the type of person that you want, relationship that you want. And it was due largely to low self-worth. I think for a lot of you guys, this would have been low self-worth or seeing yourself as not worthy enough. And I think in October, you're finally stepping into this Guest of Honor. It's like, maybe you used to go places, you used to go into your job, or you used to go meet up with your friends, or you used to go and see your boyfriend or girlfriend, and you used to think, oh, they're only seeing me because they feel obliged to see me, oh, this job, I have this job, but I could lose it at any moment because I'm not good enough. That kind of energy, switching it into they are privileged and should be honored to have me. People in my life are so lucky that they have me. They're so lucky that they get to spend time with me. They're so lucky that they have a person who is as caring as me, who goes in as deep as me. I'm getting this energy of like, you are lucky to have me, but you're not doing it in this conceited, egotistical way. You are just recognizing your own value. And that's what I think this card is talking about, recognizing your own value for the very first time in a very long time. So I think in October, there's a level of opulence with this card as well. So I feel like some of you might be getting a makeover. Maybe some of you guys are getting like your hair done, or maybe you're getting a new wardrobe. You could be changing up your looks. That's something that I'm getting from this card as well. You might just be stepping out. I'm getting with the mask that she's wearing as well. It's like you're kind of trying on a different role. I think you guys are going to be trying on different kind of like characteristics for yourself. So maybe you're trying a new hair color, a new haircut, you're trying on a different type of like dress, you're trying on different type of outfits because you want to step into a new role. You kind of recognize that you deserve to play a role of an honor, a guest of honor, rather than someone who just happens to be there, you know? So that's something that I'm getting for you guys, pile one. Then we've got the deep dark sea mermaid. Find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. So another thing that's standing out to me is that maybe September, maybe even August was a bit of a dark time for you. It was a bit of a difficult time for you. I'm getting that you guys either lost jobs, people, or maybe even like respect or dignity for yourself for some reason. That's something that I'm getting. Again, there is this feeling of you guys climbing out of some sort of rut in October. I feel like a lot of you guys have been in a rut, in a standstill kind of energy where you felt like maybe you weren't good enough. You felt like maybe you weren't pretty enough, handsome enough, whatever it is. You know, it doesn't have to be physical. This can be even emotional or spiritual. You felt like you just weren't in the right space, in the right mindset. And it feels like a bit of a rut. Like I'm looking at this card and she has all these kind of like sea monsters around her, and she's kind of like, it feels like maybe she's a little bit tangled up as well. So I'm getting this energy of you have been tangled up at the bottom of the ocean trying to find a solution, and you've had your space to think. In your state of loneliness, I do get a sense of loneliness from you guys, pile number one. You had a space to think, and it's almost like you're turning loneliness into independence. It's like you go, you know, being alone is not so bad. It just means I'm independent and I can take care of myself. You're changing your perspective from, you know, I'm sad alone. I've got no, you know, I've got no partner. I've got, whichever applies to you. I've got no partner. I've got no friends. I've got no job, or whatever it is. To I survived without a boyfriend, a friend, or a job, and I'm okay, and I will be okay. And look at me, I'm standing up for myself. I'm getting an empowerment energy here. In October, I'm definitely getting a sense of you guys going towards your destiny in October a little bit more mindfully, and a little bit more, I think before you guys would have thought about your destiny in a way like, oh, if something happens to come across my path and help me, then that's going to be great. If I happen to meet a person who's going to help me out, that's great. You might have thought, you know, oh, well, I'll find a way towards my destiny in some sort of way. But in this instance, I'm kind of getting in October, you're like, no, I'm going to create my path. I don't need to wait for a person or for a job or for some sort of happy accident to get me to my destination. I'm going to create that destination for myself. I'm going to carve out the road for myself. That's a big thing that I'm getting for you guys. I'm getting, for some reason, for some of you guys, I'm also getting very intense dreams. Maybe you guys are already having these intense dreams that are kind of almost lining up. Like I'm getting patterns in your dreams. A lot of you could be spending a lot of your dream in forests or deep waters. That's something that I'm getting here. Forests or valleys as well. Like I'm getting fields and valleys, and deep waters like oceans, maybe deep at the bottom of a lake, at the bottom of an ocean. You tend to spend a lot of your dream time in wildness. That's something that seems to be coming through for some of you guys. It might resonate, but the big message here is you're not waiting to be added to the VIP list. You are adding your own name to the VIP list. You're creating your own VIP list and putting your name at the very top of it, if that makes sense. That's something that I'm getting. You are not waiting for someone to acknowledge you. You're acknowledging yourself and telling other people that they should acknowledge you too. And why should they acknowledge you? You're not doing it without proof. You're not doing it in an egotistical way that you're just like, you should give me things because you are telling people, hey, I am an important person. I've got a lot to give. I have I have a lot to offer in relationships and jobs, and you will recognize that. And that's something that is a bit of a demand in your that's something that I'm getting with you guys, pile number one. Now let's move on to a little bit more detail with you guys. So let's get into it. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Magician, wow, and we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. I am getting that you guys have been stuck in a little bit of a pessimistic outlook in the last while, and you guys are deciding, I'm getting like, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and let's go, like stop. It's almost like your higher self is like, it takes you up and goes, Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and let's go. Let's get moving. Let's get started. So a lot of you guys are also a very strong energy of independence here. I can't lie. Like, you guys might decide to go, maybe, I don't even know, like this could be something like you guys and, and a partner or a friend have been saying like, oh, let's start, let's start a business, let's start a podcast, let's start, something, you've been saying with a friend or someone, maybe, you have a crowd of people around you that you've been kind of like, let's start this. And it just hasn't been moving. You haven't been able to get them to meet you for like planning sessions. You haven't been able to get them to come and share something with you. You couldn't you really want to plan this business, this podcast, whatever it is, maybe you guys want to start a YouTube channel, and you kept being like, come on, let's start it. Come on, help me out. Let's get started. And they're like, yeah. Oh, definitely. We'll do that. We'll do that at some point. And in October, you guys are just like, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm just going to go ahead and start it by myself. And I don't need to wait for other people. That's the biggest message that I'm getting for you guys, pile number one. I don't need to wait for other people for me to be able to accomplish or do something. And I think for a lot of you guys, this could resonate where you guys maybe want to start a business or a project, whatever it is. And you just decide to go, well, I don't need to wait for that person. I can literally just start it by myself. I can go ahead and do it in my own time, in my own space. And it's just going to be that kind of energy of like, I can do it. And in October, I feel like you might even start seeing progress or some sort of return. Again, I'm getting a lot of opulent energy here with the 9 of Pentacles as well as the guest of honor. I'm definitely getting, for a lot of you guys, for some reason, I'm getting style change. I'm getting maybe a change in your hair, changing your look. For some reason, for a lot of you guys, it's not only an internal energy, it's also an external energy when you, where you change up. You want to show externally that you are changing. Even though you're changing internally for the most part, externally, it's almost kind of like seeping over into your external look. So, I feel like by the end of October, you might even look drastically different to how you look now. And again, drastically different sounds a little bit scary. Like you will recognize yourself, but you look at yourself in the mirror and go, I look so much better. That's something that I'm getting for you guys. By the end of October, expect to look at yourself and go, I look really good. I'm really pleased with how I look. And it's not going to be just because of your actual physical looks. It's also going to be from the power that you exude from the inside. From the inside, there's going to be this independent power that's going to be showing up. Another thing that I am getting here is that the financial situation seems to be going well for you guys. I have more cards on the finances, so we're going to look into it a bit more deeply. But so far, what I'm seeing here is that the financial energy here is good. You're earning good money. You are progressing well in your career. That's something that I'm seeing, to the point where you will be able to treat yourself and to get yourself, that haircut or those new clothes, whatever it is that you want to get yourself. Now let's look at your spirituality. So what we've got here is a Queen of Wands. Love this. And we've got a King of Cups. Okay, so your energy is like you are gonna be treating yourself in a way that, with the Queen of Wands, first of all, I want to just, again, really point out the fact that you're going to be looking and feeling very attractive. I think spiritually, you're going to be feeling like a boss. So whether you're doing meditations, whether you're doing scripting, whether you're doing some sort of like law of attraction work, whether you're reading tarot, whatever it is that you do spiritually, you're going to feel very connected to it and you're going to feel very passionate about it. There's a passion towards spirituality this month in October. There's a passion and a feeling of accomplishment within your spirituality. So maybe something that you've been manifesting comes to fruition. That is something that's coming through here for me, for pile number 1. Manifestations are coming in, because we've got the Knight of Cups as well. And the Knights are always about things coming in, messages, offers coming in. I'm seeing that maybe some of you guys have been manifesting some sort of offer, manifesting some sort of opportunity. And that's something that comes in for you quite readily, quite quickly. I'm seeing a real satisfaction with who you are as a person in October. And honestly, there's nothing better than that. I honestly can't think of a better feeling than looking at yourself in the mirror, looking at the people you, the circle you've created around you, the people you have around you, and going, I made the right decisions leading up to this point. I'm so happy with who I am as a person. I'm so happy that I am getting very strong. There's a lot of, energy of I am strong, I am confident, and I create my own luck. That's something that's coming through. I create my own luck. I create my own opportunities. Another thing that I'm getting for you guys, maybe you've been feeling quite ungrounded with this card. I feel like October is going to bring some needed grounding and centering for you guys. There's going to be again, see the way he has this almost like this almost kind of like target like cross in a circle. This makes me think that you are focusing completely on yourself in October. October could be a little bit of a selfish month for you, but like in the best way possible. You're tired of looking after other people. Maybe you have been someone who looks after other people needlessly so sometimes even. That's something that is coming through. But your spirituality, there's something, there's a level of payoff and a level of confidence in your spirituality. If you're a tarot reader, your readings are going to be really good. You're going to feel like you're nailing them, you know? If you are a medium, you might feel extra sensitive and extra connected to the energies around you without getting too overwhelmed by them. You know, if you are a Reiki master, you could be someone who, finds it very easy to go along with their Reiki sessions this particular month. So there's a lot of like power. You will be harnessing a lot of spiritual power, and it's going to feel good. That's the main energy that I'm getting. You feel good. I love this. I love this energy for you guys, pile 1. We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse for your love life. We've got the King of Wands upright, and we've got the Two of very interesting. Okay, so one thing that I am getting for you guys, there is a bit of an energy of if any of you guys don't want to be getting pregnant, or you don't want to be getting anyone else pregnant, be careful with protection in terms of physical intimacy. So I do get that you want to be careful with that. Other than that, I'm getting a lot of physical attraction here. There's a lot of physical energy here for you guys in October. Whether you are single, whether you are in a relationship, be very careful, because I'm seeing you guys might be having a lot of intimate time with your partner, or with maybe multiple people for some of you, those of you that are single. But I see there's a specific person here that's coming through. They're represented by the King of Wands. And it's interesting because this feels like your counterpart, because we've got you represented here as a Queen of Wands spiritually. There's this energy of you guys connecting very strongly in your ambition, in your passion, in your drive. I think because you're so driven and you are creating this kind of like opulence and beauty for yourself, you're going to be attracting someone who is on a similar level to you. Now, if this is if you are not single, this could be indicating that this is your partner. I'm getting for a lot of you guys that pick this pile and you guys are in a relationship, you will be feeling very equal to your partner. There's a level of equality here with you and your partner in October. Maybe both of you are growing at a very similar rate. Maybe both of you are kind of like on the same page. You will feel like you're very in sync with each other, but just be careful because there is a lot of excitement. So whether you're in a relationship or you are single, I'm seeing a person in your life who will feel like your counterpart, like your parallel kind of person. And this can create a lot of excitement. This can create a lot of giddiness around you. Just be careful that you are still mindful of, the logic of protecting yourself. Be mindful that, for a lot of you that are single, make sure that the spark is not so intense that it just burns out very quick either. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of passion for pile number one. Honestly, October feels like a passionate month for you, not only in terms of yourself and you really being passionate about who you are, but also you will be passionate in love and passionate in your relationships. That's something that I'm getting as well. A lot of wand energy here. So you guys could be fire signs. If you're not, this is just a very, very passionate month for you guys. So then we've also got your material wealth. So let's get into it. We've got the 9 of Swords upright. We've got the 4 of Cups in reverse, and we've got the Ace of Swords. One thing that I will I will say in this energy is that you might be starting October off worrying about your finances. That's something that I am getting, but it's not going to last too long, because we've got this 4 of Cups in reverse. You're going to be, I feel like maybe you are feeling rejected in your place of work at the start of October, or you're just getting over this feeling of like feeling kind of rejected. Maybe, for example, if you're a business owner, you're not getting a lot of clients. Maybe your business is going kind of slow. If you are working in a job, maybe you're feeling like your efforts are not being recognized. Your contribution isn't being your manager might not be grateful. You just feel like it's thankless kind of work. But I think by the end of October, there's a lot of clarity. Again, this passion that you are creating within yourself is going to have a knock-on effect in all these areas of life. And that's what I was saying about you guys, pile number one. Like, your month is so good because you are creating that goodness. It's not coming from anywhere. It's like you are harnessing this goodness and you're looking after yourself. And it's having a knock-on effect. Now I see finances and jobs, and like I do see the finances going well here with the 9 of Pentacles. It does make me feel like overall the money will be coming in. You will be having you will be getting enough money to like spend on yourself, on your loved ones, whatever you need, the necessities, and even a possibility of treating yourself. But I'm almost seeing this is not worry over finances. This is more so worry over career. Do you feel like your career is not going anywhere? Maybe you start feeling like maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck again within your career, even though you're racing ahead in every other part of your life. Spirituality is going well, your relationships are going well, and yet your career is like, oh, it's so stuck. Why is it so stuck? By the end of October, you're going to have an answer to why it is so stuck. I see a lot of clarity by the end of October. You may even take on a new venture by the end of October. You might even change. So for example, if you have a business, you're going to be changing your strategy. If you have, if it is a job that you're unhappy in, you could be getting a new job or starting a new business. That's what I'm getting for you guys, pile one. So again, the main energy here is that you are becoming the guest of honor, but you're not waiting for other people to, add you to the guest list, to add you to the VIP list. You are creating a new VIP list and you're saying, I am the guest of honor on this list and everybody else wants to be on this list. And I get to choose the people that I have in my life. I get to choose who is my friend, who is my partner, what job do I want. There's a level of power here and empowerment of yourself that you were lacking in for the last couple of months, and you're finally getting the reins on that and feeling good about yourself. So I'm loving this pile number one. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. If you have any feedback for me, I love seeing your feedback in the comments. And yeah, that's your reading for October. I hope you have a good month, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Now, pile two, let's see, how is your October going to go? So we're going to start with the general oracle messages first and go into a bit more detail with the tarot cards later. So let's get started with the oracle cards. So we've got Go Fish. I'm going to actually read from the Oracle book for this deck because I think the messages are very good and specific. We've also got Your Imaginary Friend, Childhood Treasures Resurface, Okay, there is a lot of kind of playful energy here with you guys already. And we've also got healing waters. Okay, let's read the Go Fish card first, number 9. So number 9, Go Fish. Let's see. Sometimes what you want is right in front of your nose, just waiting to be recognized. At other times, what you want is more like a treasure hidden within the depths of your oceanic being. You have to go diving deep to find what you desire. What you most want, need, desire, and crave has been bubbling up from within you. It is rising up from the depths of you now. It's time for you to discover an inner treasure. It's time to go fish. So I'm definitely seeing you guys. There's something about going back to your inner child for sure. That's something that I am seeing here. Again, the inner depths, going back. What did you like doing when you were a child? What did you like doing for fun? What did you like doing in general? What was healing to you as a child? That's something that I keep getting through with these cards here. So with the Go Fish, I definitely see you guys looking a little bit deeper into yourself in October. Definitely trying to figure out if you're on the right path. There is a level of like, I wouldn't say total confusion. There is a bit of confusion. That's something that I'm not going to lie. I think in October, you might be feeling a little bit confused on what your path is, but there's going to be a level of excitement to that confusion. It's almost like you're doing a little bit of brainstorming. You're going to be doing a little bit of like, well, let's see, I'm going to try a little bit of this and I'm going to try a little bit of that and I'm going to try a little bit of this and see where it takes me. So there's definitely a level of creativity. I think a lot of you guys are very creative people. A lot of you can connect to your inner child quite easily as well. I think you do enjoy connecting to your inner child. But I'm definitely, you're digging something up from within yourself that your inner child has been wanting you to find. That's what I'm getting here. And with the healing waters, I'm seeing that this is going to be a very healing experience for you. Look at how there is a desert behind him. And it's almost the desert. It's kind of like you without your inner child, and when you ignore your inner child and when you don't look into what the inner child wants. And this healing waters, this waterfall is almost like where you come to replenish yourself and where you come to water yourself in order for you to grow. I'm hearing like you're gonna try a lot of different hats on, like you're gonna try a lot of different roles on. It's not gonna be just one or two or three. You're gonna be trying a lot of different things. You might be trying to be a little bit more playful. There is a level of transformation that I'm seeing for you guys here as well, and just intuitively connecting to who you were as a child. I'm even seeing like, what did you like doing at different stages of your childhood? So you might go as far as like 3 years of age. What were your favorite toys? What shows? What cartoons did you used to love? Go as far as you were like 7 or 8 and go into what did I like doing at that age, and then go a little bit older, when I was 12 or 13, what did I love doing then? And that's where you connect, you start connecting to your inner child. So that is very interesting. There is a lot of kind of going back and forth and just dipping your toe into different ideas, into different types of I'm kind of getting different types of happiness. So I feel like you guys have a lot of different types of hobbies, and some of you guys might think like, oh, well, if I do this hobby, I can't do this one. And the cards are almost saying like, why not? Why can't you? You can literally do whatever whatever you desire. If you want to play sports and you want to be an artist, you can do both. You don't have to pick just one. If you really liked playing, chess as a child or checkers or whatever, there's no reason that you can't do that, but also be someone who is really into dancing and does a lot of dance classes. Like, I feel like you guys sometimes think that you need to fit into a certain frame, and in October you're realizing that you can literally do whatever your heart desires. You can do any sort of hobby, you can pursue any sort of career, and you're broadening your horizons. That's something that I'm getting for you guys, pile number 2. You can pursue multiple things at once. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you guys have been like razor sharp focused on one thing, but you can actually do multiple things. Nothing's stopping you from, I think for some of you, it's kind of like, maybe you want to sing, but you also want to paint, but you also want to, like for some of you, maybe you work in a bank and you really like that as well. It's like, there's no reason that you can't be doing both or, three of those things. Even if you like something that's very structured, you can still like something that's creative. I think a lot of the time people that prefer structure think that they're not allowed to be creative then, that they can't kind of come out and go, well, I actually do like painting from time to time. Maybe it's not something that I like doing all the time. But it's almost like we put ourselves into these boxes. Or people who enjoy creativity, we all of a sudden decide, oh, well, I'm a creative person, so I can't like things that have structure. I can't like things that are logical. You can like science and you can like spirituality at the same time. There's like, why do you have to restrict yourself just to the one? That's something that is coming through here for me. So let's get into your general messages a little bit more with your tarot cards. So we've got 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the 7 of Cups in reverse. There's that confusion and kind of like trying to pick between multiple things and not realizing that you can do all things at once. And we've also got the Moon card in reverse. You're definitely coming out of some sort of fear. There's some sort of, maybe there's a childhood fear within you that you are going to be battling against in October and emerging from it feeling a little bit more free. I'm getting a lot of color here. I feel like you guys are a very colorful pile. You are stifling your own color in a lot of ways. Like you're stifling your own vibrancy. You are so vibrant. Like again, for some reason I'm being pulled to this idea of like science and spirituality. Like why do you have to, it's almost like you're pulled to both, but yet you're trying to pick one. So it's like, why can't you be pulled to both? And if there are contradictory messages, maybe you can look into why you feel like there's contradictory, why do you think they can contradict each other if you feel like they do contradict each other? There is definitely a level of fear. I actually never noticed on this card that there's like this demon kind of thing over here. But when it's in reverse, this is making me think that you're battling out a lot of your fears in October. And I'm really excited for you guys because this is going to let you emerge being a lot more vibrant. Like that's what I'm getting. I'm almost getting this, you might go into October kind of feeling, I'm kind of seeing a lot of gray and you guys are like chipping away at the gray, trying to break through the fear. By the end of October, you guys are like, I'm just getting like magenta and purple and bright green and bright turquoise. And it's just like all these colors bursting out of you. With the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, this is a big energy of overcoming a lot of your anxieties and a lot of your insecurities about yourself and trying to hide who you truly are from the world. But again, I feel like the reason that you try and hide who you are from the world is not because you were like that to begin with. I suppose no child is ever like that to begin with. It's society it's almost like you were made into this desert, even though you're this waterfall, even though you're this greenery, you're this water, you're this fox. You've got so much life within you, but it's almost like society has made you into this desert to a point. You still have this waterfall, all this greenery within you, but society has kind of made you into this. It's dried your sense of wonder and creativity up a little bit, and in October you're rediscovering that greenery and that freshness and that hydration within you. I'm kind of getting, maybe some of you guys are going to be like changing your skincare for some reason, because I started getting like the hydrating, kind of like hydrating your skin more. Maybe some of you are changing up your skin routine, or maybe you guys are looking after your hair and putting more moisture into your hair. For some reason that's coming through. Maybe that'll resonate with some of you guys. Let's move on to the spirituality in this pile. So we've got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and we've got the Moon card again. So spiritually speaking, you guys are definitely overcoming some fears. Some of you guys might even be afraid of your own spiritual gifts. So you're going to be kind of looking into it and thinking, why am I afraid? I'm almost getting, do you know what? I never get this message for this card, but it's almost like you guys are this cat, and you guys are like, cats are spiritual beings, right? Especially black cats, that, they're depicted as very spiritual. Usually witches have black cats, but you look at you look at yourself in the mirror and you almost get scared by yourself because you see yourself as this panther. There's almost something in you that you know is very powerful, that scares you. Usually I see this as something different. Sometimes I see it as delusion, but that's not something that I see for you guys in this instance. There's something very powerful within you. You are aware that it's so powerful, and it's almost like I'm scared of how much power I actually hold. This is really powerful, you guys. Pile number 2. You guys are very powerful manifestors. I think I actually wouldn't even say manifestors. To me, this is like shadow work, inner child work. You guys, for a lot of you guys, I wonder if a lot of people find themselves feeling quite uncomfortable around you because you might illuminate a lot of their childhood, like, without you knowing it, but yourself, you're illuminating childhood traumas in other people. You might illuminate shadow energy in other people, and it makes them uncomfortable. That's something, it's almost without realizing it, you trigger other people. That's something that I'm getting. And I feel like because from a very early age, a lot of people were triggered by you. They tried to stifle you so that you would be this desert, so that they wouldn't have to look at themselves. That's a big message that I'm getting for you guys, Paul, too. You trigger other people so much that they go, oh, hide yourself, hide who you truly are. So another message here that I'm seeing for you guys for October is look at what people are telling you to hide yourself, and kind of look at you and go, and they don't have to outwardly say, oh, you should hide who you really are. Sometimes it's just a person going like, oh, are you really gonna wear that? Or a person going like, oh, that's a bit weird what you just did, Check what people do that to you, and check what people encourage you and go, oh my God, like, even if your outfit is so outrageous, but you love wearing it. I feel like there's kind of this culture right now where it's kind of like, oh, a good friend would tell you look ridiculous, but it's also like the ridiculousness is by society standards, like, oh, a good friend wouldn't let you go out in public like this. But also, why is that judgment even put on us, if that makes sense? I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but like, check which friend is actually going, oh my God, express yourself more. You should, look into it. Maybe the way you dress is not amazing right now, but I see where you're trying to go. Or you're trying to use these kind of colors, and you're trying, oh, let me help you discover yourself. I'm seeing that, like, maybe you guys somewhere along the way you've lost touch with who makes you blossom and who makes you shrink. Check that within your relationships. That's something that I'm seeing. And speaking of relationships, let's move on to the love energy here. We've got the Knight of Swords, and we've got the Strength card in reverse. So I am seeing that there's a specific person who's coming through here. This could be a partner or someone that you will be meeting, or maybe someone you're connecting with right now. I am getting something about this person could be a little bit triggering to you. That's something that I'm getting. If you guys are in a partnership, this could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be. But what I'm getting with this person is that they could trigger you a little bit this month. There could be something that they say or something that they do that could trigger you. So whether it is that you're trying to heal and this person triggers your inner child, that's something that I am getting, but it's something that they're gonna do without like wanting to be malicious. Like, they're gonna say something that is maybe a little bit impulsive and silly. They're not gonna mean to trigger you, they're not gonna mean to upset you, but yet there's gonna be a trigger that's gonna happen. And again, this could trigger the fear that you're gonna start trying to combat in October. I feel like you are gonna be feeling a little bit impatient with your relationships in general as well. So you guys might be feeling a little bit impatient with your partner if you're in a relationship with them. Some of you might be feeling like, it depends, like if one of you wants to be proposed to. You know, you might get this kind of like impatient feeling of like, oh my god, when are you gonna propose, when are you gonna like ask me to move in with you? But again, the cards are kind of saying like you can take control, like you don't have to wait for the other person to propose, you can propose yourself. You know, if you don't want to propose, then you kind of have to do it on their terms. You know, if the person doesn't want to get engaged to you, then you have to be, you know, you have to decide whether this relationship is for you or not. The cards are asking you, no matter how much you get triggered by your partner this month, try and look at it from their perspective. Did they mean to say the harsh thing that they said to you? Looking at your relationships from a gentle point of view is going to be very, very important. See the way he's trying to like pull down this statue. He's just being so forceful. He's taking down the statue with a rope, and he's like, it looks like he's even screaming a little bit here, and it's almost like the cards are going like, why are you trying to move something immovable? So for some of you, this could be a message, you know, why are you trying to push a relationship that you know is not going to go where you want it to go? Why are you trying to push a relationship that you know is not going to fulfill you? For others of you, this could be something small within a relationship. Why are you trying to convince you know, sometimes you shouldn't want to change a person. You know, for some of you, I feel like maybe there will be a need or a want to change or help your person. But it's like they can help themselves. You don't need to help them. Help yourself first. That's a big message that is coming through for you guys, pile number 2. And then let's move on to your finances. So we've got Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you might be feeling a little bit anxious about your living situation. First of all, that's the first thing that's coming through for me. Maybe you are worried about rent. You might be feeling a little bit worried about your security. But what I'm getting with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse here is that don't be worried, because everything will work out. If you are worried about a home situation, if you are worried about some sort of living situation, don't put too much effort into it. Not effort, but don't put too much anxiety into it, because I can see it's going to resolve itself. It's almost like it'll resolve in the background without you needing to do anything. Although for some of you, maybe some of you are breaking up with someone in October, and it's like maybe you guys live with them, and it's almost like, what am I going to do now? I'm breaking up with them. I have nowhere to go to live. Maybe it's really stressful looking for houses right now, looking for apartments right now. You might have a little bit of a pessimistic outlook. So as a result of worrying about your home situation, you're worrying about your finances. Now, anyone that is in a happy relationship, you don't see yourself breaking up with your person, obviously that's not going to be for you. You might just be worried about, maybe your house needs renovations. Maybe you need to change something about your house. Maybe your lease is expiring. Maybe, there could be something to do with your living situation or security that you are going to have a little bit of anxiety over it. But I'm seeing that in the background, it's all going to resolve itself. There's no need to worry. Don't be, what I'm hearing is like, don't be so pessimistic, because even though things are uncertain about your finances in October, everything is working out in the background. I'm seeing a level of ambiguity, I'm not gonna lie, with your career and your finances, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. You shouldn't worry about it too much, because there is a resolution coming to you. It just might not come as soon as you want it and as soon as you desire it. But overall, this is your reading that I got for you guys, pile number 2. I'm definitely seeing a lot of connecting to your inner child, figuring out what are the type of people that make you grow and expand, and what are the type of people that kind of limit you and shrink you. And that's something that is a big pivotal point for you in October. So that is the reading that I got for you. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. If you have any feedback for me, leave it in the comments below. I like reading it. It's good feedback for me as a reader, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Now, pile number 3, let's see, how is your October going to go? So we've got the tarot cards here that we're going to look into later, but we're going to start with the oracle cards first. So your first card is Dark Harlequin. Your second card is Time to Say Goodbye. Something is about to end for now. And we've also got Transformation and Change. Okay, pile number 3, there's a lot of changes coming, a lot of endings and beginnings in October. That is something that I'm feeling for you straight away. But I want to read the Dark Harlequin part of your oracle card because I feel like these explanations are really good for these specific cards. So Dark Harlequin 27, let's see. Number 27. So Dark Harlequin, bells are ringing from deep inside. Something that once had to hide is seeking your attention. It wants out. It wants to be free. As you release what was once shut away, your discomfort shall turn to glee. So something is ending and something is coming back. So there's this energy of you releasing something that you've been holding on to for a very long time. But as a result, you're also getting something back. So you're getting some sort of, maybe you are breaking up with someone and someone is coming back into your life, or maybe you are releasing a friend and another friend is coming back. Maybe this is about a job that you end up leaving, but you maybe go after something you've been wanting to go for a while and starting a business. There's an energy of something old that didn't serve you at one point. It's ready to serve you now. But in order for the old to serve you again, you need to release something that you are holding on to right now. So it's a little bit of a complex energy, but I'm getting you almost like it's like you're slotting things in and out. It's kind of like almost like Tetris. You're like getting rid of something that doesn't serve you anymore in order to go back to this old thing that didn't serve you at one point and was pointless for you at one stage. And you are bringing it back, and now it finally has a place in your life. That's a huge message that I'm getting for you guys in pile number 3. So there's definitely energy of huge changes. You're going to be going through a lot of changes in October. You're changing a lot about this doesn't feel like physical change. This feels I know it could be physical, it's just not like you yourself. This feels like there's going to be external factors involved as well, like you are almost playing again, I'm getting the Tetris kind of metaphor, like you are slotting things in, and it's finally like an old thing that didn't serve you at one point finally fits perfectly into your life. Interesting. So with the Transformation and Change card as well, I am noticing that there are these two cats that are almost kind of like, I'm getting like this energy of them being very gentle with each other. This could be a person that's coming back into your life, you know? So at one point they didn't fit into your life. They didn't make sense anymore. Maybe this is someone you broke up with in the past. It was maybe that type of person, like, you know, what's the saying, right person, wrong time. And it's like now they're coming back in, and now it's the right person, the right time. This could be platonic or romantic, but for I think majority of you, this could be a romantic situation. For some of you it could be a job as well, but to me it feels kind of more personal. That is something that I'm seeing, like someone is slotting back into your life almost seamlessly, but in order for that to happen, first you must let go of something and to say goodbye to something else that I feel you don't want to say goodbye to. So it's almost like it's a bittersweet energy, because in order to have this new or this old thing that is renewed, you need to let go of something that you once had and cherished, but it's run its course in your life right now. So very interesting energy. So let's get into your tarot. So we've got the general message from the tarot here. So we've got the Strength card in reverse, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. Again, the Page of Pentacles makes me think a lot of the time I see this card as learning from your past mistakes. I feel like you and another person or another situation have learned from the past mistakes that you've made with each other. So you must have, I'm kind of getting, and another thing that I'm getting, stop forcing. Okay, there's a lot of messages coming through for you guys, pile number 3. Don't try and force anything in October with anyone that if it doesn't feel seamless with someone, if it doesn't feel like it flows, don't force it. So if there's a person in your life, okay, I'm just going to give one example, but for a lot of you guys, this could be different types of energies. So let's say you have you're in a relationship right now. Let's say you're in a relationship with someone, and at one stage you were really, really happy, and this was a good relationship, and I do see that this was something that really meant a lot to you. It still means a lot to you, and you're still in a relationship with this person, but you're starting to feel like you have to force happiness. You have to force good communication. You have to force things with this person. And what you're also noticing is that you are bumping into, an ex or something like that. Or you don't even have to bump into them yet. For a lot of you, this feels more so after you stop forcing something with, a partner or a friend, and let go of them and go, okay, I'm just going to let go of this person. I'm just going to let go of them and see where it takes me. You will meet... Let's say you break up with this boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever, and you go, okay, I'm just gonna go into this transformation, eyes wide open, just see what happens to me. And all of a sudden you meet your ex, and it is an ex that you used to get on with, but maybe something happened where you couldn't be together, and it was the wrong time, the wrong place. But all of a sudden you realize that you and this ex can actually build a future together now, that you guys are actually in the right place, and it's all gonna work out. So you are almost thankful that you let go of that other person, because now you can go after your actual path. Now this can go with a career path as well. Like maybe you used to be on a career path, but it just wasn't right for you at the time, and you had to let go of it. And now you have a job that, you feel like it's forced, like you're not really happy in the job, but you feel like you have to keep it just because you want to keep it, just because you have to prove something to yourself. But as soon as you quit that job, you get an opportunity to work for that other career that you wanted to work for in the past years, and all of a sudden everything starts making sense again. So again, don't force anything, and good things will come to you. That's a big message that's coming through here. So going very deep, go deep down to see, do you really want to force the situation that you're trying to force? In October, you're definitely evaluating this. So let's get into your spirituality pile number 3. We've also got the 3 of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of Cups in reverse. And we've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. So I'm definitely getting, for a lot of you guys, this could be something from the past. See the way we've got the 6 of Cups in reverse. I'm getting for some reason, I just can't help. For some of you, this is a message that I'm getting. For some of you, maybe there's no current boyfriend or girlfriend or friend or whatever it is, or a job, but you keep trying to go back to an ex, and you keep trying to force a relationship with an ex or an ex-friend, or there's something you are trying to force from your past that is just not, it's just not gelling, and it's not gelling. But as soon as you let go of it, as soon as you move on, you will find that you can find something way better. And for a lot of you, this is going to be something that's way better, that you maybe already came across on your path at some stage already. So for some of you, like, this could be that you keep trying to force a relationship with a friend, and you keep trying to force a connection with a friend, and something just doesn't feel right anymore. Something just doesn't work anymore. But as soon as you let go of that friend, your childhood friend from like years and years ago might start reaching out to you, and you go, oh, okay. And then it starts feeling very seamless and comfortable. So I'm definitely getting energy of like, please stop forcing things on yourself. Like, your whole being is rejecting it. It's time for a transformation. It's time for a change. It's time for something fresh and new. Even if that fresh and new thing comes from the past, it's still fresh and new in this instance where you find yourself right now. But in October, I am getting, for your spirituality, it's going to be very important for you to find a good way of communicating with others. You will need to find a good way to I'm here, work together with other people. Again, even if you're trying to let go of a person, find a common language or a common You know, if you're talking to a friend, for example, and like, you know, you want to let go of a friend, maybe talk to them about it. You know, I know it can be hard, but maybe this is something that you need to do, you know, saying, you know, look, I think we're forcing something here and it's not working out. If it's a relationship, maybe you know that you're forcing this relationship. Turn around to this person and go, I'm really sorry, but I feel like I'm just forcing this relationship to work and it's not working authentically. It's not working organically. There's something about you stepping into the energy of being organic and being authentic rather than trying to force things just to prove something to yourself and others. That's a big message that I'm getting for you guys in pile number 3. I think you're going to be stepping into energy of like, what feels easy, what feels authentic and organic, what is something that I don't need to force. You know, if you have to force a person to see you, if you have to force a relationship like to be enjoyable and exciting, then it's not authentic, then it's not your truest calling. So that is something that's coming through here, and I think you guys on a spiritual level will be understanding that and connecting to that and really wanting to, I think you guys just want more teamwork and more organic energy to come through with your friends, with your family, with people in your life. You want to be a part of a community. That's something that's coming through for me as well. So there's a communal energy here, but again, you don't want to force that type of community. Maybe you've been trying to, maybe you guys have a group of friends, maybe it's a clique or something like that for a lot of you guys, and you're just like, okay, well, at some point this made sense, but now I just feel like I'm forcing it. I don't want to be in this type of community. So that's what I'm getting for you guys spiritually. Spiritually want to connect more to what's authentic to you, what do you really truly connect to, and not something that you force yourself to connect to. Then we've got the relationship energy here. So we've got the 6 of Swords. I'm definitely seeing for a lot of you guys, you'll be moving on from either, maybe you guys have broken up with somebody recently, like maybe you broke up with someone in August or September, and it's very hard. Like so for some of you, I feel like there might be a little bit of like, you keep hooking up with this person even though you're not technically with them anymore. That's something that I'm getting. Or you keep meeting up with them even though you're not with them anymore. And I think in October, you're finally ready to move on. Maybe this is a friend, like you guys maybe had a falling out, but you keep meeting and talking about it, but you can't seem to find a compromise. And it's like, okay, I need to move on at some point. I can't keep talking to them. Maybe it's a job where I feel like for, you know, when we're talking about this specific energy, this feels more like a friend or a relationship. Specifically, mostly for you guys, it's a relationship. I'm not going to talk about the job part because I feel like this is going to be like a tiny amount of people that would even resonate for. Most of you, this feels like an ex. This feels like a relationship where, you know, you just can't seem to break up. Maybe you keep being on and off, on and off, on and off. And it's like, why can't we need to just move on from each other? And I think in October, you're finally ready to go, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to step away from this. I'm ready to stop like sleeping with this person, maybe. You know, if this resonates where you guys are maybe sleeping with your ex and you just can't seem to let go of them, but every time you do it, it's kind of like, okay, this is the last time, and the next time you do it, it's like, oh, this is the last time. I'm definitely seeing this energy of you finally going, okay, I need to move on. I think you will say your final goodbyes and you will be ready to move forward. You'll be ready to look into the future, towards the future in terms of your relationships. For those of you that are in a relationship and you're like not planning on breaking up with your partner, this feels more like there's something that you and your partner do that might be toxic, or there could be like a toxic energy. You know, it doesn't mean your whole relationship is toxic, but there's definitely a part of your relationship that needs to go. So I don't know whether you guys you know, drink together too much, and again, you will be the judge of that. This is not for me to judge, you know, whether you guys are, even if it's something simple as like you guys eat too much takeaway, you know, it doesn't have to be so complex, but I think for a lot of you, for those of you that are single or at least are going through a breakup, this message is coming through very strongly. Like, you keep going back and forcing something that just, it's time to move on, and that's something that you're going to be processing a lot more in October. You're ready to move on. And then let's get into your finances. So we've got the four of wands in reverse twice here, and we've got the 5 of swords. I'm definitely getting you are reconsidering how there's a lot of, I feel like this whole energy of like, why am I forcing things, could be with your finances as well. Like, it doesn't have to be just, you might be reconsidering that in all aspects of your life. You're starting to think, why am I forcing this kind of life on myself? Why am I forcing this type of job on myself? Why am I forcing this type of relationship on myself? I'm getting a lot of, energy of you forgiving yourself your past mistakes in your finances. So if you ever blew money on something, if you ever made mistakes with, like, big mistakes with your money, you're forgiving yourself of a lot of those mistakes. I think another thing is that you guys are concerned with your home life. So for example, if you guys are breaking up with someone and you lived together, it could be a difficulty of, like, going, oh, well, we live together, so maybe the reason you even keep sleeping together is because you literally live in the same house, so it's very hard for you to avoid each other. So for a lot of you guys who are worried about moving or need to move, I'm seeing you guys will be moving by the end of October, but it is going to be something that you will need to force yourself. It's almost like, an apartment or a house is not just going to become available to you. You need to go and look for it. For a lot of you guys, I'm seeing with your finances as well, there is this level of, with the forgiveness energy here for yourself, I think you will also start saving in this kind of way where you're not saving because you're punishing yourself and you're kind of like seeing yourself as an irresponsible person with money, but you're saving because you want better for yourself. There's definitely an energy, especially with your career and finances, that you want better for yourself in October. You really want to do better. You want to be better. You want to have more opportunities, and you're starting to look for more opportunities. But I'm seeing that it's going to be hard to focus on your finances. That's the one thing that I am getting for pile number 3. Between love life and between you letting go of a lot of old energies, it's very hard to focus on finances when there's so much emotional energy here, and that's understandable. And again, not every month has to be about money and the hustle and getting it in order. Some months can be more relationship focused. But this is the reading I got for you, pile number 3. I hope it resonated. I hope it was helpful. If you have any feedback, leave it down below. I like reading the feedback. It really helps me as a reader. And yeah, this is your reading, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. And if you guys picked pile number 4, this is your reading for October. So let's dive into it. So we've got some tarot cards here to look at your month as well, but we're going to start with your oracle cards. So you've got play your hand. You also got 2 of these cards as opposed to 1 for all the other piles. So this might be a very significant month for you guys. Pile number 4, we've got bats in the belfry, so you can achieve great things. And we've also got Orca Magic, Akashic Libraries are open. This seems like a very powerful month for you guys. I'd say people who picked pile number 1 out of all the piles, this month might be very, very significant for you. Very significant. We've also got Strength and Resilience. Wow, you guys, this is going to be a huge month for you. Like, I'm feeling like maybe like even a big event might happen. You could be, again, we've got you can achieve great things. There's going to be a sense of achievement, a sense of like, I finally made it. Even if it's not like I finally made it, there could be energy of like, I am successful. There's a success energy, but I don't even know if it's financial. We'll see if it is financial. But even see the way this card even has like all these orange leaves and stuff like that. This has a very October feeling as well. So to me, and it's kind of like we've got the bats here. So kind of like Halloweeny energy. Maybe Halloween is going to be very important. You know, if you guys are into any kind of like witchy energy, or you guys do any sort of moon cycle work, you might be doing some moon work on Halloween, which is a full moon. But I am getting you guys are going to be very powerful. There's a lot of power here for October. Now I want to read out the description for Play Your Hand. I think the descriptions for these cards are really good, so I want to read them out. So this is number 39, so let's get into it. So Play Your Hand 39. So we've got, have you been playing your cards close to your chest? Have you been waiting for the universe to give you a sign, for life to show you how to proceed? Sometimes we need to be patient and surrender, but there's also a time to take the initiative. It's your time to show your hand to the universe. What do you want? What can you offer? Ask, express, expect. The universe is waiting for you to make your move. Okay, for a lot of you guys, I'm definitely getting like, maybe you guys need to do a lot of scripting in October. You guys need to really go, universe, this is what I want, and like list in detail what you want, what you'd like to achieve, and you will be provided with it. That's something that I'm getting. But also it's like you create your own path. I feel like there's a lot of like masculine energy here rather than feminine energy. So a lot more taking and doing and go getting rather than receiving, accepting. You know, maybe you've been kind of like in the receiving mood lately. Like you've been sitting and kind of going like, okay, I'm going to accept all the blessings that come into my life. But now it's time to go out and take those blessings for yourself. So there is a very powerful, strong energy here. Definitely, I think you guys, maybe some of you are very in your element during Halloween. I'm definitely getting that a lot of you guys love Halloween, and there's this very spooky energy around you right now. So it doesn't mean that you're always in this spooky energy, but I think in October you do like to get into that kind of like Halloween thin veil mood. That's something that you definitely get into. I'm getting a lot of luck for you guys in October. Just keep an eye out for opportunities and good things coming in, because there's a lucky kind of vibe around this pile. So a lot of like manifestations might be coming in for you guys as well. I'm also getting your psychic gifts and abilities are going to be improving in a big way. Also, I am getting, she has like the red orange hair. We've got the orange dress here. Sacral chakra, you're creating a lot. You're creating your own look. You're creating, again, you don't wait to be lucky. You're not going to wait to be lucky in October. You're going to create your own look. And that's the beautiful thing here. Okay, so let's get into it further with the tarot cards. So we've got the Two of Wands, yes, for sure, and the Lovers card in reverse. There's going to be some sort of decision that you're going to have to make. And again, this decision is going to be a tough one, but it's going to be an exciting one. So it's not going to be easy to make this decision, but it's going to be a decision that you will feel lucky to be able to even go ahead and make that decision, if that makes sense. It's like you might come across an opportunity, you might come across some sort of offer that is, you know, it'll be a tough call, but you're going to be feeling so lucky that you get to call the shots, if that makes sense. I'm definitely seeing a lot of power for you. This card, especially in this deck, I always feel like she looks very powerful and she looks very in control of what she is about to do. So to me, this is an indication that you guys are you're on the ball in October. So if you haven't been feeling like you were on the ball in you know, August or September, get ready to feel very in control of your life. It's again, play your hand. This makes me think of like, you know, you're holding your cards close to your chest for duration of the game, and finally you feel confident to play your hand. Finally you feel confident to make a move. This is such a confident pile, I have to really say. This is such a strong, independent, resilient. You guys have been through a lot in life in general, but I think this year, maybe out of all the other piles, not to say that other people that picked other piles didn't go through anything, but I feel like you guys went through a lot of change, a lot of transformation, and a lot of painful things happened to you this year. So you are almost like, well, I went through all of that this year, and why can't I, survive this, another choice, another decision? I can definitely survive this. I can definitely make this happen. I can definitely, there's just a confidence about taking on challenges. You're not going to be afraid to take on challenges. If anything, you're going to be excited to take on a challenge. So then let's move on to your spirituality and what is happening in the spiritual realm for you guys in October. We've got Judgment card in reverse, and we've got the Three of Cups in reverse. For a lot of you guys, you need to cut some cords with some people. That's what I'm getting for you guys. For a lot of you are still being sucked of your energy from some toxic friendships that you have ended. I'm getting that either you ended a friendship recently, maybe multiple even, or you are still in a friendship group or a friendship situation where you need to cut a cord. You need to cut the cord. You are wasting your energy on someone without even realizing that you're doing it. So maybe there's a friend or an ex-friend that you are constantly like worrying about. They're constantly needing your attention. Maybe this could even be a sister, by the way, or a brother. Sometimes this is the card of siblings. So if that resonates, maybe that's who it is. It doesn't mean you have to abandon them completely. It doesn't mean you have to completely leave them in the dark, but you can definitely cut a cord. If you have already cut this person out of your life, you need to cut a cord, because I'm seeing they're still draining your energy. Spiritually, you are... I see that you're going to be very powerful spiritually, and that's why it's almost like your energy is expanding in October, but you don't want that energy to straight away go to someone else. Like, do you spend a lot of time thinking about a friend or a sibling? Are you always worried about them? Or if you're not worried about them, are you always getting upset about how things ended between you, or what they're saying to you currently if you're still in a friendship relationship with them? There's definitely a need to kind of just cut the cord. Cut the cord is the main thing that I'm getting here. Protect your energy in October. You're gonna be like, I'm getting this like almost like a ball of sunshine, but more so than like this kind of like fun, happy sunshine. You're just powerful energy. You're kind of like this ball of light that I'm even getting like this buzzing sound, like, even this buzzing sound that you get from a light bulb. Like, you have so much concentrated energy in October that people are not going to be able to look away from you. And therefore, a lot of people will try to latch onto your energy to suck it off you, like to get it off you, because they want your energy. They want that light. So please, 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 pile number 4, protect your energy at all costs. That is a big message that's coming through here. Spiritually, protect yourself. If you can cleanse your home, if you can cleanse your, if you're a tarot reader, cleanse your decks. If you're, if you do Reiki or anything like that, make sure you cleanse after like every client. I am just getting that you are very powerful energetically, but also you are exposed to a point. Your energy is exposed to a point, so be careful. There are people in your inner circle, or people that used to be in your inner circle that are still robbing your energy. Just please be careful of that. We've also got the Tower card for your love life, and we've got 5 of Wands. Wow. So for some of you that are let's start with people in relationships. There is energy of possibly fighting with your partner. There could be some big changes coming into your relationship. For some of you, this will mean a literal breakup. For some, this will mean that you are going through a powerful transformation. But this transformation is not going to be easy. Like, there will be fighting, there will be arguments, there will be pushing back and forth between you and your partner. You might be at a standstill with your partner at some point in October. So, but if you are in a loving, like serious relationship and you don't plan on breaking up with them or anything like that, then this is not you. You know, don't get nervous, don't get scared. This could just mean that there's big changes, big massive changes coming into your relationship. Maybe, and these changes can bring in a little bit of arguing. So for example, maybe you want to change the way that you I don't know, maybe one of you decides that you want to go dating more, you want to go on more dates, you want to spend more time together, and maybe the other one is pushing back. There might be a little bit of a clash about it. Maybe one of you wants to change the communication style and the other one doesn't want to. But I'm seeing that you will get through it. If you are in a serious, strong, solid couple, you will get through it. I'm just seeing some sort of foundation is crumbling within your relationship. So this could be the way you communicate, maybe the way that you spend your time together. Maybe, you know, there could be a variety of things that you change about your relationship, but it's going to be a big change that's going to be for the better. For those of you that are single, there's definitely a lot of, I am getting a little bit of drama in your relationships or romantic connections, and one connection in particular is going to feel more dramatic than the others. There's going to be a big change within this connection. So for some of you, it means that maybe you guys actually get into a relationship with the specific person that you're thinking of. But for others, I see that you're going to change the type of person that you go for altogether. You're going to change the type of people that you allow into your circle altogether. And I think you guys could be triggered by these ex people. Like for some of you with the Three of Cups, these could be exes that you know used to leech off your energy, and you're deciding to drastically change the type of people you go for, the type of people that you let into your life. Another thing that I'm getting is I'm getting a big advice here for some of you. If you have to compete for a person, they're not for you. That's something that is coming through for some of you. So maybe some of you are competing with another person for your love interest, and the cards are saying, are you sure you want someone like that in your life? The fact that they're making you compete for them, do you want that? That's a big energy, but honestly, expect a lot of changes in your love life, whether you're in a relationship or whether you are single. The way you go into October, so if you go into October single, you could emerge with a relationship. If you go into October in a relationship, you could emerge single. This is for those of you that can see relationship crumbling already. I can see that, you know, if you already see your relationship coming to an end right now as you're watching this reading, you know, expect changes in October. Expect that there could be a breakup. If you're in a solid relationship, your relationship is going to be completely transformed by the end of October. The way you do things, the way you operate in your couple is going to be so different and so drastic. Like for some of you, this could be something like you guys get pregnant. Like this is something that's coming through, and it's like, yeah, that shakes you up, that shakes up your foundation, and you and your partner have to figure out a new way to operate within the couple. For some of you, this could be that, for some of you, this could even be engagement or marriage, because it's any big, massive change that changes the way that your relationship works. So if you're in a solid relationship, please don't feel worried about this connection. This is just for those, you know, the breakup part is for those that can already see it coming. You know, you would know, you know that you're fighting a lot, for example. You know that there's a lot of discourse, there's a lot of you know, pushback. So, you know, that's the message for those of you. But let's get into your financial situation then. So we've got the Sun card, and we've got the Tower card again, but it's in reverse, and we've got the Queen of Wands. Wow. You guys, pile 4, out of all the piles, I see you guys having the most like crazy month, but at the same time, I think you will come out feeling really good about yourself at the end of this month. There's going to be a lot of big choices to make. You're going to make big choices within your love life. That's a big thing that's coming through here. But not only that, you're going to be making choices about who you let into your life in general. When it comes to work, career, money, we've got the Sun card. First of all, this already tells me that you will be finding success in October. So you're definitely feeling successful, but this success that you're going to be finding is going to be, again, kind of playing with your foundation. So for example, let's say you have a business, right? Let's say you have a business, and let's say someone comes up to you and says, hey, I really like your business. I really like the way you run it. I really like what you do. I really want to offer you, I want to sponsor you, or I want to sponsor some of your content, whatever it is. But they say, but I need you to do this and this and this. I need you to change certain things. The way you operate is going to be different now. And of course, that will throw you off your off your path a little bit, because you're going to be thinking, oh shit, I need to change the way I operate. But at the same time, it's still an exciting thing that happened. You're still getting money for it. You're still getting success. For some of you, maybe you become more well known. Like, for example, if you have like a YouTube channel or you have a business, it becomes more well known and you get more clients, more people interested in your product. But at the same time, you become anxious because there's more people looking at you. There's more people noticing what you do. Maybe a higher standard is required now. So you need to change a lot about your, again, if it's a YouTube channel, like you need to get better equipment. You need to get better whatever it is. You need to grow with your public. You need to grow with your customers, whatever it is. If it's a job, for example, you get a promotion, but the promotion is in a different department. You don't know anything about that department, and it's a whole new level of work that you need to do. It's success, but it's success that brings its own discomfort. But this discomfort, it's almost welcome, because you say to yourself, I'm ready to learn in order to be more successful. So in terms of money, career, you're going to be very, very successful in October. Don't worry about it. I do see that sometimes you will feel like you're not ready for this. Honestly, for a lot of you guys, get ready to find some sort of big, huge success in October. But also get ready to not be ready for it. Be ready to do work or research on things that you've never heard about before. Like, if you might get an opportunity that is so exciting, so fun, but it's like, oh, now I have to do the hard work. I need to look into this more. I need to learn new things. At some point you might even feel like you're not ready for this opportunity, but you'd be a fool if you didn't take it, if that makes sense. That's a big energy that I'm getting for you guys, Pile 4. But in a big way, this is a powerful month. This is a huge month. Pile 4, out of all the piles, honestly, I cannot stress, you guys have a very powerful month ahead. A lot of changes to your relationships, changes to your career. And all in all, you are resilient. You can do this. Take on the challenges. Don't be afraid to take on the challenges. That's something that I am getting strongly here. If at any stage you think you can't do it, please rethink that, because you are resilient and you are capable of ascension. There's an ascension energy here. You are meant to ascend in October. It's going to be a big month for you. But this is the reading that I got for you guys, pile number 4. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. If you have any sort of feedback for me, leave it in the comments below. I love reading feedback, and I hope you have an amazing month. It looks like you will, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.